Hello, welcome back to the Craft Shack. That is my new name, the Craft Shack. Okay, somebody shared this link that had Mod Podge Antique mat, and I just got this today in the mail. DIY Warehouse is the link, and if I remember after I upload this, I will add the link to the comments. I should have done this before I got on here. There we go. Get it all over my scissors. I thought I would try this. See how it goes. I thought I've got a white doily here, and I thought I could practice on that. I've also got a bunch of white paper. As you can tell, my table's always cluttered. So I am just kind of messing around with this, and I wanted to do it here on YouTube so I know that if anybody's interested who sees this, they can buy this themselves. And then after I bought it, you know how it comes up where they offer you other stuff at a discount price. So I got two of them. I think this was $8 and something. The other one was $5 that I got. And then I got one, that a crackle Mod Podge, which I have never seen that. And I have no idea what I'll use it for. But it was interesting. I got that. They offered that at checkout for a cheaper price. So I think it was a cheaper price anyway. So I got that too. Actually, really not bad price. And I was going to look up more things, and I thought, no, I'm going to get off of here because who knows what I'm going to end up with. So, okay, drinking my coffee here. I did not mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Hope you didn't hear that. That's one pet peeve of mine is slurping, and I didn't mean to do it, but I got a peppermint in my mouth, and so I'm just using a paintbrush. I'm going to get it wet a little bit. I am so interested in seeing what this does. Let me get this in the camera. And it only came in one color, this antique Mod Podge. So I'm sure we will have to let it dry. And I'm hoping I can still stay on here while it's drying. I thought, well, maybe I'll make something while I'm waiting on this to dry. I was kind of wanting to make something with this. And I've been seeing skeleton tags everywhere, and I don't know if anybody has seen those, where you kind of see the quote-unquote bare bones inside the tag. Very interesting. I thought of doing that while I was on here, waiting for this to dry. Okay, that's only one coat. See, I don't know. I mean, I can't really tell the difference in the color yet. So I'll see how it looks once it dries. As that's drying, if I don't spill my water, I'm going to set this over here. I already tried this with this doily. As you can see, there's a chunk taken out of it. For some reason, I thought it would be darker, but water-based sealer, glue and finish, antique matte. Okay. I could also use a sponge if I wanted to. But I'm going to let this sit over here and dry. Let me see if I can play with some paper here. Oh, there's an index card. Oh, I'm keeping that for a future project. Okay. Let's say I want to make a tag. I got some book pages here too. I'll do this. I'll do the book page with a tag. Where's my scissors now? Oh, you can see I'm always losing things. You know, always losing things. So, I actually like that tear on the side. So, let me see if I can work with that. Well, that's not really straight, but whatever. Guess it don't have to be straight. And let's say I kind of want to do that, and I'll cut on the line here. I'm really winging this, but let's say that this is a tag. I think I need to go a little more like that. Maybe. Let's say that's a tag. I'm winging this, you can tell. And let's say this part is the bare bones. Well, you can tell right now that I kind of messed this up. Shoot. All right, let me do it like this. You can tell I'm winging this, which I always do. We'll say that that's the part that's cut out, torn out, and I will tear some of that out as well. So that's what that is. Now, what you do is, and I've seen it done where you just put the bare bones on this side and then you put another sheet on the back. I am going to leave this like this for now, and I'm going to do that here in a minute. I got my fan on, so I don't want it. I know it's probably annoying, but I kind of wanted to use this. It don't really look. I might have to do some more coats here. I'm going to dry off my brush because I really don't know if I'm crazy about this yet. Let's see, I'm putting another coat and see how it looks. You know, I normally ink up my stuff, you know. That's just how I do it. But we'll see what this dries as, what it looks like when it dries. But I kind of like to ink up my stuff. So let's say, for example, I'm going to use it since that's drying. I mean, I could tell it is discolored from the white, if you can see that in the camera. So I'm going to do this. So it looks like that. So I'm just going to tear this off right now. And this is part of the doily for my skeleton tag. It's going to show like that, to show that that is the bones on the inside. I like that. I think that fits pretty good like that. And what I'm going to do is I'll tear that part off. Cut some of this to use. But I need enough to glue to the back. That's what I'm going to do. So I really like using book pages a lot. These book pages, though, are these are okay, but sometimes you get book pages that are really very old, and they're kind of hard to keep without tearing because they're so old. So that is the bare bones that's inside of the. I'm going to ink that up too. I should have done that before, but I didn't do it because I wasn't thinking. Sorry if I'm out of the. I want to make sure I'm in the camera. There we go. And this glue stick is actually pretty good. I don't understand. Maybe I'm not getting it enough on and pressing it down. Maybe I'll roll it. Press it down. Okay, there we go. And I probably should have just inked up the other side of the tag. I should have inked, or I mean glue. Sorry, glue. Or even that part of the tag I could have inked up. Of course, I did not think of it. See, I didn't think of it. But see, I usually just ink it up with Distressed Oxide. I don't know. Sometimes I think it looks all right. And then other times I'm like, I don't know if I like that. I just thought this was a neat idea. I don't know who came up with this, with the skeleton tag. It's like I saw somebody post something and then I'm like, wait a minute, what's that? And then I just happened to read comments on the post and I'm like, oh, that's what that is. Okay, and then I'm going to put some over here on this side. But you can do the bare bones with anything. You can do it with a die cut paper. You can do it with steampunk. I've seen it done with steampunk type of cutouts, which actually is pretty cool. Yeah, see, there's that doily. It's still drying. See if I can put it against my fan. I do have a hairdryer, but the hairdryer is going to make way, way too much sound. I'm not going to do that up there, so you can kind of see the difference a little bit. I do like it for something different. I'm just not sure I'm going to like it until it dries, or until maybe if I put another coat on. I like it like this, and I wish they would have it in different colors, like a darker one. Oh, maybe I'm too picky. I don't know. There we go. I could put that like that on that side. So before I forget, I'm going to ink this up. I got to be careful with this paper because it is very easy to tear and break. It's not too bad, but I can just tell that it's getting a little bit. Let me see. I want to make sure I got that right. All right, I'm going to put glue on the instead of doing it the other way. Don't do it the other way where I glued the doily. Just glue the tag first just to get it positioned. Okay, hold on a minute. How'd I have that? Like this. I like that part that sticks out right there. I think that's pretty neat. Well, I think that's how I had it. Yeah. I do that all the time. It's like I'll put something somewhere and I'm like, that's perfect. And then I go to do it again and I just can't. All right. Cut that piece off. And then, like I said, another sheet can go over top of this. It probably won't be torn exactly the same. The one tutorial I watched, which I really like, I shared it on my Facebook page. And this could always be trimmed. I might trim that because I think that's sticking out a little further than what I want. She trimmed the, not trimmed, but what did she do? She did something. Oh, she tore two pieces the exact same way by tearing them together. And one was the front, one was the back. That's what she did. There, I kind of like that a little better. I mean, it's okay if it stuck out a little bit, but I'm just kind of funny with I kind of angle this a little bit. It's kind of funny with that. So, let's see, I'll do that, and then I'll ink it up. Make sure it's all glued down. Okay. And then I'll try to put another piece on back. Tell this is very amateurish of me, but that's how I work. As I wing everything, it seems like anyway. It's like I don't like to measure. I measure, I'm thinking too much about it, and then I end up messing it up, which is so strange, but that's usually how I do things. I didn't even look to see if that was, I kind of, this is from a health book, the old health book that I'm making into a journal right now. But on the back, let me see. There's more of that. There it is. It's still drying. Yeah, it's still a little wet. Just to show how that's done. On the back, I'm going to put a regular piece of paper, though. Let's see. What do I got here? No, that's a little small. Okay. This should fit. I thought I'd do an aligned piece, and that's what I use my stationery or notepads for the I'm just going to try to get it a little bit so you can, I don't want to go over, I really don't want to go over the bare bones. I want the bare bones to kind of show a little bit more. But I want to, let's see, cut this off and see if it's, for a journaling space. Okay, and you can still see the skeleton part. I'm not very experienced at these. I mean, I've only done one. I did one other one yesterday, and I know I could have done better, but that's the one that I used this part of this doily on yesterday. But, you know, that's why we practice. Is why we practice. So that is the skeleton tag that's in there, and I'm going to, of course, I'm going to add more to it. It's not just going to be like this. I'm going to add more to it. I kind of want to do this with the edges. Whoops, I should have done that first. Okay. Didn't want that doily to get in the way, because that's kind of sticking out a little far, but I'll do this. And it don't look like the antique Mod Podge is really doing much with the color here. It's not really changing. It's not really getting any darker, so maybe I shouldn't have got two of them. But I'll use it for something. I'm going to put another coat on it here in a minute. There we go. I like that. Of course, embellishments can always be put on there. If I had them right here, that is what I would do. I do have these little freebies I got from Stacy. These are cute. I like these. There it is. Put that on there. There's a little, that's a little too big. I made that little pocket. I can make a pocket out of this. Let me try this. Small enough, I could probably make a pocket out of this. I might have to cut it a little more unless I can get it. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong here. Fold it like that. Fold it like this. Oh no, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to ink up the edges on this too. There we go. Uneven, I'm going to cut that. These are just, it's so much fun to use scraps on the table, and you can see I have a lot of scraps on the table. Because I always have scraps. I'm always cutting stuff, and then the stuff just flies everywhere, and I just leave it. Okay, so there's that. That can be on there as a little pocket, and I'll probably glue some of it if my glue will come out. I'm notorious for, there we go. Oh my gosh, it's working. I don't believe it. First time I used it today. Usually when I do this, it takes forever for the glue to come out. If anybody's watching my videos, you know. And on my lives, on my Facebook page, Facebook page, yes, Kelly's Crafty Craft page. That's what it is. And I do all kinds of stuff like this on there. I'll go live and I'll do the Floating Pocket Challenge, which I'm going to be doing another one of those pretty soon. I haven't had anybody participate because what I was going to do is have, if anybody participates, put their name in a drawing. And I have got all kinds of goodies to send people. Happy Mail, everything. So, you know, anything I've made, like this could even be part of the Happy Mail prize. I accidentally said Happy Meal. Maybe I'm hungry. Donald's Happy Meal, yes. Put this on there. I could put this. Let me see. Thought I had tickets laying around here. You could tell I can't find anything on my table. Let's see, I got little scraps in here too. I got little buttons. I got some other little ticket type things I made myself, but I'd rather put a regular ticket on here if I can. Here's some homemade buttons. Let's see. Again, winging it, which is nice because I'm just playing. I have no rules. And since this is a health book, I kind of like to cover up some of the words. This is like talking about headaches, and it's like, this is not supposed to bring people down. It's supposed to bring people joy. The Joy of Crafting. Maybe I should have named my page that, but that's probably taken, The Joy of Crafting. It's got to be, right? That's got to be taken. If not, maybe I gave somebody a good idea to name their page that. Okay. And that's that. Oh, I didn't glue the pocket on yet. Uh-oh. That's another thing I'm notorious for, is gluing my stuff to things that I shouldn't glue it to. I don't mean to glue to, anyway. All right, here we go. I got it kind of over a little bit on the side, which I didn't want it square in the middle, you know. But let's see. Like I said, that's the journaling page on the back. You could kind of see through that, but that's okay. Once you journal on it, you wouldn't be able to see through it. Here's the doily. Still not all that dark. But now that it's dry, I'm going to try another coat on it. All right, now what is this? Oh, that was still on there. Okay, I'm very interested in doing the crackle one, so maybe my next video, I'll do the crackle. You know, the crackle one. Because that intrigues me. I try not to, because this works as glue, so I really try not to glue that to the, I don't want to glue that to the, paper towel. Okay, I just need something to get it to, there we go. I don't feel like getting my paint palette out. I do have a paint palette. Again, there it is. It would probably look okay, you know, once you do the whole thing. I think this would look good if you're using paper and it's really, really, really white and you don't want it to look that white. There's books that I've tried to read where their paper is just too white that it almost blinds me. It's good for that. You can discolor it a little bit like this. I mean, you could even do this and then ink it up. It would be pretty. But there it is. It actually isn't bad. Kind of wish they would come out with a darker one. I wonder if they will pretty soon. We could write in. There's something on here that says plaidonline.com. That must be the yeah, that must be the company. There it is up there for a suggestion. But, you know, that way you got your choice. You can get a light one or a dark one, but this is antique matte. So, let that dry and go back to this. I'm trying to think of what else I could add to this that would be pretty. I kind of like this because this looks like old, antique-ish kind of lace, but I don't know if it'll fit through here without tearing. I probably should have put something on the back of this so it won't tear. Yep, it's starting to tear. I gotta quit. I gotta quit. Oh man, here. I know what to do. Yep. Learn from my mistakes. I'm going to glue this. Hold it together. Yeah, see, it just tore. All right. No harm done. No harm done. I have, to the rescue, enforcement labels. Let's try it out. Can't remember where I got these. I think somebody sent them to me. I could not find these. I tried to Google them to order them, and I was getting, for some reason they were sending, I was getting something else in my, you know, search. I don't remember what I was getting. But I guess I should have put enforcement labels instead. Okay. I think I'm going to put that through there. No, I'll have to find something. It'll probably end up being string. Because I really, and I might end up having to put something on the back of this. Let me see. No, I've got some paper. I'll do that. But yeah, I save everything. Well, I haven't been able to save very much lately just because of my, I don't know where to put everything. That's what I struggle with. I see, I already glued that, so it's, put that right there, because I don't want that in the way. I already glued it, but I'm going to glue it some more. So this is another idea. If you have scraps laying around, you can do this. And I'm also going to show you another thing I do with my scraps, which I did share on Facebook, but I haven't shared it here. And it's another great idea if you have anything like this laying around. Not these small ones, but, ooh, shoot. I wonder if that got in there. I don't think it did. I just pricked my finger with that. Oh, I came close to saying a bad word. I did. Oh, man, that stung. Oh, I hope it don't start bleeding. Okay. What I do with a lot of my papers that are laying around, didn't that glue? I thought I glued that. Let's see. right, get in there. I don't want this to get too boring and then people start fast forwarding. Okay, fast forward on the boring parts. All right, let's see. So that's right there. Oh. I don't like glue marks everywhere, but so that's on there because of the tear here on top. And I've got the hole reinforcer and all that. So, could even cut it again. There we go. I don't want to cut too much. I'm going to get too close to the hole there. All right. And that can always be covered with another piece if I wanted to, if I really wanted to. I could do it like that, which I might do that because then that'll cover, you know, because some people might think that looks a little tacky, which it does. Especially if this is going to be a journaling spot. There we go. I didn't go all the way over the top because I didn't want to go over the hole. I could have done the hole again if I really wanted to. That's what I could have done. But there's that one. But it seems like it needs like a pop of color. It needs something. I'm just not sure yet. I do have these. Vintage Ladies. Put one of those on there. And just keep adding and adding and adding. These might be a little too big. I got this coffee set. I really like it. I can't remember where I got these. But they're like stamps. They're like self-stick stamps. All right, now I can't find where the... Okay, I'm not going to waste... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I am not going to waste time. I don't think I'm going to use... I think it's going to be too... Well, I could put it down there on that. Oh, that's where I should have put the lady, but that's all right. Put it down there. And other things could be added to the skeleton tag. I think that... I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool in a way. Put, you know, some things in the pocket. If there's anything small that could go in these little pockets for anybody, this would be a nice little happy mail. Happy mail, not meal. Okay, there's, let's say that's the... Okay. And this is what I do with my extra paper. I did not realize I had been on for half an hour so far. I didn't realize it. This is a manila envelope. I just cut it and just put random pages in here for pockets. So I did that. I did that. These are just stuck in here. These little cards here. That's a clear one made from plastic, from these little cellophane bags. Save them. I got that idea from Treasure Books on YouTube, who I love so much. Here's the little mini file folders that I made. Anything I make like in a challenge or anything for myself, I'll keep here because I think they're good for happy mail. Again, happy mail. There's my index cards. I use these for index cards for, you go to three prompts. And this is an ain't that true? I'm blanking on the name of the group now. But we do 3 prompts a day, or a week. 3 prompts and do a altered index card. And I like to use the back for a journaling spot. This was Coral, Inspire, and Flower were the 3. One's a color, one's a word, and then one is a thing. So that's what all of these are that I have. And then some plain cards I did for minis. That's cute. There's another little bingo card I did. So I just use my scraps like this for pockets. There's another pocket. Here's a pocket. There's a pocket that I just cut something from that. So that's a pocket there. And there's a pocket. This is another clear one I got here. My brush is in the way. And then see, it's just random paper throughout the whole thing. Actually, I put a lot of paper in here, more than I thought I would. And then I've got a clear one on the back. So that's what I do with my leftover paper. I make pockets and put all of my stuff in this. And this is, let's see, that's a journaling card here that I made. And that was also on a prompt. So that's what that is. And it says 2024 spring because it's my spring. And then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put spring and then I'll put summer down here because there's so much more paper in it. But it's getting pretty thick. So I have a lot of happy mail that I want to send out. Gosh. I want to send out. That's why I like people to get into my events on my Facebook page. So that's all for today. Happy Thursday. One more day's Friday and then the weekend. And I just wanted to show this. I'm going to take a picture of this. And I can't remember what group the link was shared to. I have to go back and look. But I really thought, I like it. It's just a little different. If you want to darken anything, or not dark, well, darken a little bit. It's good for that. So that's all for today. Happy Thursday, everybody. And I will see you next time. Happy crafting.